Hey guys, it's Lauren with AcuMama Health, and I just wanted to go over the cards that came up for the Reiki session. So I do free Reiki sessions on Tuesdays. It's a Zoom link that I can send to you, or if you're in my group, The Healing Collective on Facebook, you are more than welcome to click on the link on there. It starts at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesdays. So let's go over cards that came up. The first one is the Four of Scrolls, or the Karmic Trench. And we can see that this farmer is digging in the trenches. And this is kind of what we've been working on through 2020, right? Kind of been in the trenches of our karmic truths, our karmic patterns, and things coming to light. So I think this is what this card is really talking about, is the things that we've been through, the karmic lessons we've learned, especially when we're talking about this Akashic Tarot deck, which is the one I'm using. And we've been feeling it, right? We've been feeling it. And we have really been broken apart in a sense in what has happened being in these karmic trenches, really doing the work to learn our lessons from these karmic trenches, if you will. This is kind of where we've been. The next one was Three of Forces, or the Bird's Nest. And this one came up reversed. And I think this is really talking about, when the bird's nest is turned upside down, yes, whenever it's turned right side up, we are comforted, we are loved, we are building a home, we're feeling it out. But I think once this card becomes reversed, it's time to fly out the nest. It's time to fly out in courage. It's time to make a name for ourselves. It's time to really show the world what we can do and what gifts we do have. The next card I pulled was Up in the Air. It was reversed, number 18, which translates to 9, which is an ending. And I really think this speaks to, it's instead of being up in the air, this being reversed, like we really need to ground ourselves. We really need to ground and center and really feel through things, because we've been blown through changes. We've been blown through real hardships. Our lives have been turned upside down, kind of similar to this card. And it's time to stop being up in the air, seeing where things go, and rather be grounded and do the work and come forth. The last one that came out was Archangel Michael. So understand that you are protected at this time. Understand that you are divinely guided with everything that you're doing. The number on this one is also a 9. This cycle that we've been in for so long is coming to an end. We've got 2 9s here. We have a 3 and a 4, but the 9s reign true. It's time to end the things that no longer serve, no matter how hard it is to get rid of them. Archangel Michael is coming in to help end those cycles. I also pulled some Moonology, because this full moon in Gemini has been quite the experience. And this one kind of popped out of the deck. Nothing will come of this situation. And this to me speaks of ego. If you are working with your ego, especially as a healer, especially in this time, if you are working as a healer, you're not going to go any further if it's all based off of ego and not based off of heart or truth. This is a reminder. The other ones that came out is you're very close to achieving your goal. The gibbous moon, the last one was the void of course moon. But this speaks to those karmic lessons, right? We've done the work. We've worked through those karmic trenches, those karmic lessons. It's time for us to fly out and find our next path and have courage in that. Deep down in our heart space, which we've been working on all year, we know what we need to do. The only thing that makes you close as opposed to achieving your goal is yourself and your ego and where you need to be spiritually and mentally and really all around physically and emotionally as well. Which speaks to this card, the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. We're here in a huge energetic force of manifesting what we want, manifesting our desires, our needs, our next steps. So our thoughts need to be aligned with that. Whatever we think, if we can't pivot from something, we're going to manifest that. We must release the negativity or we're going to keep manifesting the negativity. Conclusions are within reach. I like this one. It's like a very autumn type moon, maybe because of the look of it. But this is the full moon eclipse, which we just went through. And this speaks of the cycles as well, especially the 9 cards that came up within the air and Archangel Michael. Conclusions are coming. We have to change our perspective, especially with the full moon in Gemini. We have to open our eyes to a new perspective, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, so we can really have those conclusions we're looking for. And of course, the card that abates me. Take time to breathe out, otherwise known as the disseminating moon. We have to take time out for ourselves to fill our cup, to breathe out from all the stress, the immense stress that we've been under. I'm a parent. I do remote learning. I try to make it all work. Especially, I have a son with special needs, so it's challenging, but it's necessary. We must do what we need to breathe out, whether that's take a bath, have a cry session, go for a run, just sit and be and breathe and meditate and really contemplate what we want to do next. Baby steps are still steps. Baby steps are still steps. And I think that's really important to remember as we go into December, as we go into this last month of this crazy year. And don't think it's not going to end with a bang, because it's 2020. We're entering the age of Aquarius. We're entering into so much abundance that the divine wants to give us, that God wants to give us, that the universe wants to give us. Whatever you resonate with, it's right there for the taking. But you have to believe that. You have to have the faith in it. And you have to grow from that. And you have to glow up or grow up to receive it. You have to feel that you're worthy enough to receive it so you can get your conclusions, so you can get your feet off the ground while still being grounded, so you can have the courage to take that baby step or maybe a big risk. Understand that you are always protected by your angels and your spirit guides. You're always protected. So, this was a good one for tonight. But I just wanted to go over the cards that came up for the Reiki healing for this month, for this week, if I could talk. Anyone else having trouble talking with this Gemini full moon? Like, it's been a doozy. So I pray that you rest well. Journal your dreams, because it's a really good time to do that, as you might get some crazy dreams. I hope you are inspired by this to have courage and step out in faith. And we'll see you next time. Mwah.